possible to be legal, but it's not that easy. So now if I just go ahead and rephrase this message, then I think I am moving from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Just by tweaking it across, I'm getting a better perspective and a positive perspective. Now here I'm starting with not, which in itself says not possible, or starts with no. So if your sentence starts with no, that means you are still there in the fixed mindset. But it's okay. Right after this session, I can promise all of you that you all would be ready with right tools, resources, and strategies to change this mindset into a growth mindset. So if you guys are ready, then just give me a thumbs up. I don't want your number of hours. I'll just probably take 30-40 minutes, and and I give you a guarantee that after this 40 minutes, you can create your growing mindset or a growth mindset. So my name is Karthik and I am associated with ALU for almost about 2 years now. I work as a mission curator, specializing in terms of job creation and entrepreneurship, business strategies, startups, and this is where I belong across to. I am into this field for almost like about 10 years now, and working with African founders and entrepreneurs for almost 5 years now. So it's really great to be over here. Let's start. How can we go ahead in this perspective? Patrick, can you please change the slide? Now the question comes back to you. I'm not good at this. I give up. It's not good enough. Uh, I can't make this any better. This is too hard. I made a mistake of doing this. I just cannot do this. I'll never be that smart. Plan A did not work. Plan A did not work. And also, all these lines, did they ever came across into your mind at any point of time? Is that a yes or a no? You can even unmute. It's completely okay. It's not just a one-way session. You can unmute and even tell me, do you actually say these lines to yourself? My friend is far better in this perspective. I am not that better. This is too hard. This is really difficult, and I will not be able to do this. Yes, no, anyone. You can unmute also, or even send me a message in the Google chat. If that comes as a yes, then you need to change from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Like, what am I missing? How can I create a different strategy? Is this my best work? Can I improve? Or this may take some time. I'm going to train my brain. Mistakes can help me learn. Yeah, okay. Deng is messaging me. My friend can do it, but I can't do it. Or I am not that smart. It's okay. Most of the students, those who are not even saying this, these thoughts will come into mind. And definitely yes on this, because when I was also a student, or even I started my career, then also I have these thoughts in my mind. A definite yes, that what will happen if I do a mistake. And I would like to tell you something. The last I'm taking few of the courses which are online, specifically on business and startups for trimester 2 and trimester 7 students, some for trimester 5. Now I recently got a message from one of my students who said that the assignment was very hard for me to understand. Can you help me in that? Now, this is okay. This might be his thought that yes, the assignment is very, very hard, or he's not able to understand this, or his friends can do this. So, my response was yes, I'm ready to help you. I'm ready to support you because you're not coming with a fixed mindset. He also had one more thought, which was that if I perform this assignment, I might fail. Now, my reply was again, I will not let you fail. Does that mean I'm going to give him a passing marks? No, 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 no. The idea is to change the fixed mindset to a growth mindset by giving certain simple steps, which is going to help this student move from that fixed mindset to the growth mindset. Can we go over to the next slide, Patrick? After this session, students will become familiar with fixed and growth mindset behaviors as they move across to the professional practice. So I believe that all of you are working on your missions. Sooner or later, you will be going ahead and working on your missions. Give me a thumbs up if you are working on your missions, or sooner or later, you're going to work on your missions. Yes, no, maybe. Aman, do you want to add on something? Aman Kasab? I think Aman, if you can even message, that would be pretty much okay. All right, so let's go ahead again on this in terms of creating the right mindset and how we can go ahead and create this right mindset. Let's go over to the next slide, Patrick. Thank you. So what is a mindset? It's a set of beliefs or a way of thinking that determines one's behavior, outlook, as well as mental attitude. For most of us, our mindsets were created for us. At an early age, whether through parents, teachers, or friends, we readily absorb what we were told. Mindsets become stronger the more you repeat and practice the mindset. I want one volunteer. Anybody who would like to unmute. Deng, would you like to unmute? Bernard, would you like to unmute? Felix, any one volunteer? Any one volunteer who would like to unmute? Because I want to ask few questions which is specifically related. Yes.
I'd like to. It's Isaiah.
Isa. Okay, all right, great. How are you?
And thank you.
Great. And you're joining from which African nation?
Uganda.
Okay, good, good. So Isa, my question comes across to you. Can you name 5 people in your life, 5 persons with whom you interact regularly? It could be your parents, it could be your brothers, it could be your friends. Just name those 5 people.
Okay, my mother.
Okay.
I'm a personal assistant and driver. My father. A friend of mine called Dorcas. Another friend of mine called Donella.
Okay.
And then my siblings. I have 5 sisters. Yes.
Great, great. Now, let me prove this. Your mindset is a combination of those 5 people you're interacting with the most. You will find the similar patterns which your mind decides, the same patterns on which the minds of those 5 people are into. So you'll behave like this a similar way, your outlook would be the similar, and your mental attitude would also be the same with those 5 people. Because Our mindsets were created for us at an early age through our
Oh.
parents, teachers, or friends.
Mm, mm,
Now, if you spend 5 minutes with you, Isa, you will find that you are exactly thinking the same way as those five people are thinking across. Now, I'm not saying that this is wrong because most of the times we are like this. We all are humans and we all are connected to 5 or 10 people, those who are part of our circle, and we pick our mindsets from there. And it's very easy to change the mindset and move ahead. And that's what we are going to go and see in our next slides. Patrick, can you please move over to the next slide? Thank you. So when we say about fixed mindset, we say it is based on skills, intelligence, talent. You're born, you can't learn and grow because you have made it fixed into your mind that you cannot learn or you cannot grow. Performance and outcomes, concerned with others' perception of you, not looking back. Now, I would like to share my story with you guys. Now, what happened till the time I was there uh, in grade 10 or my class 10, I was thinking that these marks, these good marks or good grades are really difficult, and I just cannot get that. No, even in the government exams, I was not getting the right grades. I was not getting the right percentage because I was there on a fixed mindset. But after I moved over to my next class, I decided that I have to change this. Now, how can I change this? That came into my mind. And there at the time, I decided that the belief and focus needs to be changed. My skills, which is intelligence and talent, can, Patrick, the previous slides only. Yeah, this one only. So my skills can be changed. I can learn and I can grow. And the process of learning could be tough, could be hard, could be very difficult, but I can overcome that. I should improve and get better. And I focused on this with a certain belief that yes, I need to change. Now, from fixed mindset, which was there that no grades, no good grades, nothing can happen in this perspective, to a growth mindset where I prepared a plan and I religiously, diligently followed that plan. Now think a person who was just getting like 50 to 60% marks from the past grade 1 till grade 10 certainly moves over to 90% of the marks. Now that took 1 year exactly. I would say 10 plus months to move from fixed mindset to a growth mindset. But yes, that can be done. It's not just related to the grades part, it is also related to your professional journey. Patrick, can we move to the next slide? Now, a fixed mindset always goes ahead in terms to I will stick to what I know, either I'm good or not. But a growth mindset says I want to learn new things and I'm eager to take risks. A fixed mindset says, it's fine the way it is. I'm okay, I'm happy. There's nothing to change. But a growth mindset says, is this really my best work? What else I can do to improve? Fixed mindset says there is a waste of time. There's a lot to figure out. If I do this, it's a waste of time. Growth mindset says, I know this will help me even though I put my time, money, energy into this. It's going to be difficult, but yes, it's going to help me. The fixed mindset said, is it easier to give up and I'm really not that smart? The growth mindset says, I will use another strategy so that I can learn from my mistakes and get through this. Fixed mindset says this work is boring and no one likes to do this. A growth mindset says I recognize my weakness and I know what to fix. For a fixed mindset, it is easy for him or her, like your friends, what Deng said. My friend can do it because they were born smart. But a growth minded says that I wonder how they did it and let me try to figure this out as how I can do that. A fixed mindset is a belief that skills, talents are set and unchangeable. A growth mindset says that skills, intellects, talents can be developed through practice and perseverance. And one of the major traits what I have found in African people is perseverance, which is basically they try to perceive the things, they try to go ahead and face all the challenges, whatever they had, and try to move ahead. Even if they are moving one step at one point of time, still they go ahead and move. And that is one of the best aspect what I have seen across in terms of African people. Next slide, Patrick. I think we have a video to play. Let's see on terms of developing a growth mindset, and we'll come back and discuss more on this.
Can you hear the sound, please?
Here are two seeds, both planted on the same day, in the same soil, in the same garden bed. One is very curious, full of life, and ready to grow as tall as it can. The other is filled with fear. What if the sun is too strong and burns my leaves once I grow, it thinks. Or what if a beast eats my tender sprouts? No way, not a chance I am leaving my shell. So, it remains still and stagnant, rigid in its place. The brave seed feels the heat of the sun above and starts to push hard out of its shell. Sure, it has doubts about reaching the outside world, but its curiosity is stronger than anything. I want to see all the living creatures of this garden, it thinks. I can't wait to feel the morning dewdrops on my leaves. The little seed keeps pushing until a single sprout comes out. It grows and grows through sunny, warm days. It even grows through colder, stormy days, because the brave seed knows that the sun will always return. Throughout life, you will have moments when you feel like either one of these seeds. The way we see the world around us and how we behave towards life is called our mindset. You can choose to have a fixed mindset or to have a growth mindset. When you have a fixed mindset, things can seem too hard. Negative thoughts might cloud your mind and you start to give up easily. I can't do this. You may believe that if you are not good at something, then you never will be. I'm just born this way. The obstacles you face can hold you back, and you begin avoiding challenges. What's the point of trying? Just like the fearful seed. However, you can always choose to have a growth mindset. A growth mindset helps you believe that your goals are within reach with effort and perseverance. Life is a great big adventure. It shows you that failure is a normal part of your journey. The obstacles you encounter will only make you stronger. Challenges and mistakes help me learn. You'll enjoy the challenges you face and become more resilient. I want to become my best self, just like the brave seed. Fear is a natural emotion. We all experience it, and it can make changing your mindset difficult. The important thing is to try. So here are some tips to switch on your growth mindset. Perfection does not exist. Aiming for perfection is like running a race without a finishing line. Trying to achieve it will only exhaust you. When negative thoughts fill your head, you can turn them around by simply adding "yet" at the end. See challenges as adventures. They will make you more resilient and can open new worlds. If you work hard, you will see progress. And don't worry about mistakes. They are a part of life, and we can learn from them. The good news is, the sun always comes out after a storm. By having a growth mindset, you might even find that a little rain won't bother you much at all.
All right, thank you, Patrick. So when we talk about this developing a growth mindset, it might be difficult. It might be very difficult with all the challenges that comes across. You might be losing hope. There might be external challenges. There might be your friends or people, those who would be making fun of you, but you will get success. Similarly, like that seed which was
Burns.
planted a long ago and it moved across. Now I want you to think across and give me an answer to this very simple story. I would not say a story, I would say a kind of a reflection point, which says that you go over to the doctor. Do you really explain that what problems or symptoms you're facing in your body, and then doctor gives you a medicine, or doctor just sees you and say, hey, thank you, you came over here, I know you have this problem, take this medicine. Sort of these two things, which one is correct? You go over to a doctor and you tell your symptoms, you tell everything, and doctor gives you a right diagnosis, right medicines. Or you just enter a doctor's room and doctor says, hey, I know what kind of problem you have, you take this medicine and you'll be okay. Which scenario actually plays out at doctor's room? Anyone who would like to unmute? Anyone? Nima, Felix, Christian, Kenneth, Alicia, Isa, Benjamin. What happens at a doctor's clinic? Jewel, Mugisha, anyone?
Mayadibo?
Yes. Nawali, Ali,
Yeah.
you want to go ahead? Please unmute.
So I think the doctor which first analyze your case before seeing you and take his decision. I think the one who analyze your case, your symptoms is the right one who will give you the right medicine.
Right. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Thank you, Nawali, for sharing this across. Trust me, I'm your doctor for today. Yes, I am your doctor for today. And if you will not tell me the right story, I will not be able to give you the right medicine. Isa, right. I am your doctor for today. So which mindset characteristic do you struggle with the most? Yes, Patrick, let's go to the next slide. I don't understand. I give up. I made a mistake. This is too hard. It's good enough. I'm not good at this. I can't read. I can't make this any better. I'll never be as smart as him or her. Which is your kind of a fixed mindset? Just choose it yourself. I'm not going to force you to choose any of the mindset over here because I'm looking forward to the end result. And in the end result, I want you to move from fixed mindset to the growth mindset. Patrick, let's go to the next slide. I don't have enough time. I have always thought successfully this way. This seems too hard for you. You don't seem to know this. I'm not good with technology. My students or friends cannot handle this activity like this one. Different fixed mindsets. Patrick, can we go to the next slide where the next one? Okay. So nobody had a growth mindset in everything all the time. Everyone is a mixture of fixed and growth mindsets. So a fixed mindset, I don't know. A growth mindset is I don't know yet, but I will know this with right skills. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and work on this sheet. Patrick, can we go to the next slide? So activity comes across in terms of what changes you can make tomorrow in your life to develop more of a growth mindset, and what barriers might you face as you make these changes, and how will you address them? Patrick, can we divide them into different groups? Maybe a group of, let's say, 8 or 9, 3 groups, and then they have to go ahead and fill this form, which is in the next slide. Patrick, in the next 5 minutes, you can close the room. And in the second last slide, that is what we have to share with them. All the students who have joined, we have to share with them as an email if they want to draft a particular mindset on how to achieve that growth mindset. So that will be an exercise for them.
Okay.
Patrick, can we share the slide in terms of what are the changes which you like to make tomorrow in your life to develop more of a growth mindset, and what could be the barriers that you think you would face and how you will address them? Okay, all right. I think everyone is back. All right, great. Now, this comes as a growth mindset template. Yes, Patrick, one slide before. Yes. Now, this comes as a growth mindset template, which will be shared with you, with all of you, those who have joined, which says that some things which you really have to work at, some things that are not pretty easy for you, maybe a course, maybe something else, maybe learning a language, you have to write that. And some things I wish I can do better. And some things I'm not afraid of trying are these things. Put a picture of yourself like this is me, and write it across all the things to change your mindset from fixed to growth. So this will be shared with you as an exercise or as an activity which you can do later. And Patrick, can we go over to the next slide? Right. So 10 things that comes across, you have to leave your comfort zone. And once you start leaving your comfort zone, You will start growing quickly. You will begin to love challenging yourself. You will realize that all your fears are fictional. You replace regret with excitement. You will laugh at your past self, that what you were doing and what you're doing now. You will find out more about your strengths and weaknesses. You will boost your self confidence and you'll create a new source of satisfaction. You realize the only way to success leads through discomfort, and you will begin inspiring people around you. With this, I wish you best of luck to go ahead and start working on growth mindset. I hope you enjoyed this session. For any other questions, you can get back to me and I'll be more than happy to help you out.